This video is a demonstration of the carving technique when you are printing more than one color. So I carved before, and I'm still going with my Islamic tile here. I carved out all the parts that I wanted to keep white, and I printed off my first color. Now what I want to do is carve away from the parts that I want to keep my first color. Now my design, I had light blue and purple. When I printed, I actually finally changed my mind and I printed green. I'm going to have my second colour as purple. So I want to imagine that these green bits, this blue bit is referring to this green bit. I'm now going to carve away all the parts that I want to keep green. So again, I've got my plastic hook, and I have my two carving tools, the U-shape and the V-shape. To remind you, very important safety instruction, keep your hand behind the blade. Last time I was carving thin lines, so I used the V-shaped tool. This time I'm carving a slightly wider area, so I'm going to use the U-shape, the sort of wider scoopy one. And anything on this block that I want to keep green, keep my first colour, I'm now going to take away. So I've got my hook up to the edge of my table. I've got the block right there, and with my hand behind, I'm now going to take out, so I'm just going to mark it so I remind myself, I'm going to take out the triangles, and take out the triangles, and then also the center square, and a strip around the edge. Maybe I'll just take out the center square first. And I'm going to be quite careful. I don't want to overshoot. Using that. There we go. I'm going to switch tools to the thin one, the V-shaped one, so I can carve my thin line. And try again here. So I can turn the blade just to sever the end. Okay, thin line on this side. This is where I'm following my design. This is why the design is so helpful, especially when you get to this carving the second stage. And carving again, I keep turning it. And again. Okay, I think that should work. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to the U-shaped one, and I'm going to take out the triangles. I'm going to have here a bit bumpy to begin with, that's okay. You don't want to go too deep. It is soft and it does come away quite easily. So just these outer triangles. If when you print, and we'll find out when we do print, if these ridges actually show up, you can carve again. Just clean your board off, carve again, carve a bit deeper so that the ridges don't show. Just going to go this bit again. It's a little bit higher than the other part, so I'm just carving again. Okay, notice that all the time my hand is not in front of the blade. There, that's going a bit better this time. You really don't want your hand in front of the blade unless you want to put some dirty metal into your hand. So just turn the block. And last one. Nice and smooth. So when I print, what I've taken out will not get the ink on it, so will stay whatever colour you first printed. You've got to really think in the negative. Instead of adding, you're always subtracting. Okay, alright, so I've carved out areas that I want to keep, and then it can be printed, and when I print, I will print over the top of my first set of prints. I'm not doing new prints, I'm going to print over the top of these ones. Okay, ready to print.